It's a waste of good suffering.
Hi guys, Right Cinemas here. Take 7. This has been the worst filming day ever. I had a message appear on the phone, and the phone beeped, but it was just an advert. I had Rosie come in the room 4 times. She's on the bed behind me now. Fireworks went off, and then I lost all train of thought on one of the ones and just stood there going. Anyway, today is the end of June update. I have games, DVDs, Blu-rays, a box set and some 4Ks. Only two, I think it's 2 4Ks. I'm going to talk a little bit about my thoughts on streaming, after seeing some stuff online, and the reason why I prefer physical. I'm just going to grab a title from here to show my point. So, for me, because I'm a member of some horror groups on Facebook, and there's someone going there basically saying about, she put this article about Samsung stopping Blu-ray players and 4K players that stop manufacture them, and Sony doing the same, going to follow suit at some point, and basically went in on people who collect physical, saying they're pathetic and they don't have lives because they collect stuff, and it's like, the thing is that for me, doing stuff like this to show off your collection works with physical. You can't get your phone and go, oh, look what I've got in my collection here, isn't it exciting? It's not interesting. I like to sort of see the artwork and the holding the cases, the free posters, the art, the lobby cards, the booklets. You ain't gonna get that with digital. There's special features which you won't get any of that on digital. It's just gonna be the film, nothing else. You get to see the original trailers, the TV spots, interviews with the director, commentary if you want to watch the commentary. You're not going to get any of that on digital. I mean, they might put the commentary on, possibly. That's something they could probably do, but I think they're not going to go for that long because it's just too much bump. But we watched Benidorm religiously when it was aired, and we watched it on Netflix. And well, it's only season 1 to 9. Season 10's not on Netflix. Season 10 is also not on. I think I hit the moustache. What's going on here? Oh God, no. The shadow's really bad. Let's every time I do that. There, see it? It's my shadow of my nose. I look like I've hit the moustache. No, we won't go there. Oh, dearie me. Forget about that. I can't unsee it now. Anyway, it's angle like this, so I don't see it. Anyway, but when we watched it on Amazon, all the music had changed, all the background music had changed. It was too loud in places, so you couldn't hear some of the actors speak, and they'd run it over the top. Scenes had changed. I swear there's some scenes cut out. I know things seem to be different. To me, right, this is a physical copy of Revenge of the Ninja. This is the uncut import version. Great film, great fun, silly fun. For me, the way I see it is, if I put this on now, put it in my player and watch this right now, then I sort of in time, I watch it again. It will be the same as it was the first time. Whereas with digital, so streaming, I could watch this today, and I could watch this in a month's time. And the music could have been changed, language could have been cut out, violence could have been cut out, scenes could have been changed. Some nappy-wearing idiot who doesn't like it because he watched it and go, oh, it's too violent, I didn't like it, offended me. Rather than thinking, it offended, I won't watch it again, it's not for me, fine, move on, watch something else. Said they wanted to destroy it for everyone else, and they will complain. So, and I have seen it happen in films where I've seen one, and then I watched it a few months later, and I swear something's different. It seems to have something's cut out. There wasn't a swear word somewhere. There wasn't this scene that, and that happens a lot. And I've noticed that happening a lot. And that's, for me, that's the trouble with streaming. Streaming will suit some people, and some people are on the go all the time. Will only have an iPad to watch stuff on, so it's perfect for people who don't have the ability to take their entire collection with them. it makes sense. It makes sense for people with little space, people who are living in bedsits, people living on one bedroom apartments or a room in a house. But even like that, those people will probably have a small shelf, maybe 50 of their favourite titles, and then they'll stream everything else. So I can see where streaming has a place, but I don't think, in my opinion, it will ever replace physical, because you get so much more with physical. I said you have the collector's editions, you have steelbook editions, you have the art, the beautiful artwork on some of the covers, you have features, behind the scenes, booklets, lobby cut. You get so much more with physical media for me. So this is me not this, but the thing is that unlike people who these streaming radicals, as I will call them, who basically poo-poo you having physical on your set. For me, physical's the best for me, but I would not attack or berate someone for liking digital over physical, because they probably have that for a reason. For me, but as far as I'm concerned, if you like digital, fine. If you like physical, fine. I prefer physical over digital, but I don't hate people who like digital. Unlike the people who hated on me for liking physical, which is weird. Anyway, let's get on with this update, because otherwise we're going to be here yapping all day about this. If you want me to talk more about that, let me know. I'm happy to talk for ages about it. I know I'll probably get a few negative comments going, yeah. It's like that person who disliked my video, and I dislike your video. Yeah, but I got a view. Oh, I'm going back and I removed your dislike. I got another view. It's like saying how much you hate a local shop. I'm going to go and buy some stuff. Anyway, let's go with it. So first we have PS4 and PS5 games, then we do the DVDs, and then the Blu-rays. So the first game we have is Until Dawn. This is kind of like a not multiple choice. It's kind of like a multiple paths one. Going off the every decision you make will affect the game. There's a way to save everyone. Don't know how. I saved 2 people the first time I played it. Some people saved everyone, but it looks phenomenal, and I really like that game. So I paid £6 for it, so I was happy with that. Tomb Raider, the definitive edition, great game. Played on PS3. Only played about an hour or so I'm starting from scratch on this again. Then we have Rise of the Tomb Raider, which looks phenomenal. Looks beautiful. The sort of the underground temples. It just looks amazing. This one I've not played at all. Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Apparently, I think this is the one with the VR mode in it, but I don't have a VR. I did a VR on the PS4. I'm tempted by the PS5 VR. Problem I have is PS4 VR was a vomit simulator, because I used to play sitting down. Standing up I couldn't do it. I played Resident Evil 7 on VR. A, it freaked the shit out of me. B, it freaked the shit out of me. And C, I nearly puked every time I played it, because I think I moved forward, moved the character forward, and my character bumped into something, and obviously I was because you lean over, you expect to fall over. You didn't. Literally, I thought my head was going to explode. I felt so weird. I just took it off. I sat down. It was such a weird feeling. So I got rid of it, because I didn't like how it was just making me feel sick. The games look brilliant. I mean, Until Dawn, Rush of Blood, that was phenomenal. Apart from when you went like that on the roller coaster, it was like, I found if I closed my eyes, you didn't fire when you were shooting very often. When the bits like this, you didn't tend to shoot. I'm happy to miss a few points not to feel sick. Yeah, sorry about that. We have the Callisto Protocol, PS5. I didn't get it on day one release. I did hear it was a massive problem. There's loads of issues with it. Apparently some people were saying it's much better than the patches are in place, but I paid 20 quid for this brand new. So happy to pay that than 50 or 60 quid. And the next game I'm getting is next month. It's going to be Hogwarts Legacy. But everyone I know said it's phenomenal and I love it, so I cannot wait to play that. It looks brilliant. Then we have Sonic Origins Plus on the PS5. This includes Sonic 1, 2, 3, Sonic and Knuckles, and Sonic CD. And then it has Master System titles and Game Gear titles. It says 16 titles. It's not. Well, it is, but it's not. It's 4 titles, and then 12 you can download, but you do get a code to redeem them. I am confused. Excuse me. It's not even that late. I love the way they've done their sort of Mega Drive style cover. You have to redeem with a code, but I am confused why I have to redeem with a code when, with the size of the disc, it's either there's a lot on this disc or that you couldn't be asked to put it on there. So I'm going to redeem it because it's got a 10-year use by date on the voucher. So I'm glad, because I had this image of them going, you've got 6 minutes to reverse it. Okay, then we have some DVDs. Yes, DVDs. This one, my dad gave me this one, but I'm going to get the Blu-ray eventually. This is Stardust. Well, I will upgrade this eventually. Then we have the Shrek 2. I just love this. It's just such a cool little collector's set. Unfortunately, the button doesn't work anymore. But it's just a cool little set. I haven't checked the discs of that. I don't even know what state they're in. Got a little booklet with it as well. It's I like some of the editions you get. I'm still collecting the odd DVD of some of the cool sets you get, but I like that one. Then we have Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. This is the widescreen collector's edition, 2-disc collector's edition. So I got that one, and I got the Chamber of Secrets. I like these. These go on my Harry Potter shelf back there because I just like the artwork. I like the way they look. I'm not going all out for DVDs. It's just few and far between. Then we have the Muppets 6-movie collection, which I paid 50p for. I don't mind the Muppet films, but I'm not going to spend a fortune on them, so I'm happy with what it is. And we have Muppets Wizard of Oz, The Muppets, The Muppet Movie, The Great Muppet Caper, Muppet Christmas Carol, and Muppet Treasure Island. I said for 50p, that's not bad at all. So I'm happy with that. So I wouldn't bother with them on Blu-ray, to be entirely honest. Okay, then the last 2 DVDs are, we have the Laurel and Hardy Knockabout collection, which is 3 of their films. This was 50p in the charity shop again, so I was really chuffed with it. Laurel and Hardy The Big Noise, Jitterbugs, and Great Guns. These are 70 to 73 minutes on those ones. And I've never seen these. I've got the box set, but I think it's all the shorts, not the series. Then we have the Laurel and Hardy Slapstick collection. I was so chuffed to see these in the charity shop, ridiculously cheap. Then we have these Dancing Masters, Bullfighters, and A Haunting We Will Go. These range about 60 to 63 minutes. Yeah, I thought it was not bad. But yeah, I'm pretty sure these are not in that box set, but they're cool. I'm going to check for those. Then we have some Blu-rays. Okay. We have Raging Fire with an annoying sticker and stickiness on it, which is Donnie Young, directed by Henny Chang, who I think has passed away rather ago, I think. But good film. First Shameless Media, which is The Church. Yeah, great. I love this yellow case. I think they're really cool. So these are going to become part of my collecting. Then we have an import of Oliver Twist. This stars Alec Guinness and John Howard Davis. It's the old black and white. It's my dad's. It's an import with subtitles, which you turn off, but I thought I'd have a look. It was technically free. Ninja, It's great martial arts, some great action scenes in this film. Really, really well done. I need to get the second one somewhere, but I had this before on DVD, so I had to upgrade it. Then we have Captain Marvel, just on Blu-ray. I've decided with Marvel and DC, I'm picking a predominant amount on 4K, and then some on Blu-ray like this, Doctor Strange, all the sort of EDV, some of that, but I don't mind, because some of the 4Ks, they're starting to take the piss with the prices, to be quite frank, but we won't go into that. Snatch, brilliant film. We have my next series media of Delamore, which is The Cemetery Man. I really enjoyed this. It was kind of like a zombie flick with a twist. You have you get some good stuff. Let's sit there, sort of flippable cover. I love the yellow. Yeah, Shameless is a really cool label I've sort of stumbled across. There's some titles I really want, but the zombies, he's having to deal with the dead as they rise in the graveyard he works in, and it's just really sort of bizarre film, but so much fun. I really enjoyed that film. Then we have a classic of cinematography, which is Schindler's List. I love this film. I watched it years ago, but it's very poignant. It's very upsetting. It's very distressing, but it is a phenomenal watch. Yeah, the acting's phenomenal. The film is phenomenal. It's just wow. It's one of my favourite films, but it is very, very dark at the same time. Then we have Train to Busan, which is a brilliant film, sort of brilliant take on the zombie genre. I love this film. And then Peninsula, which is another great film. I really enjoyed it. I watched it a while ago, so I may watch these again. So I have Soul Station as well separately. I had all these on Blu-ray Steelbook. I went off Steelbooks because they were getting dented and scratched. I've got 1 or 2 Steelbooks left. Because the titles I've kept, you can't get them any other way. And the Saturn 3 one, I love that Steelbook. I wouldn't part with that one. But I'm sort of not buying Steelbooks. I'm getting the odd. Rosie, off you go then. The odd media book. You wait 5 minutes, Rosie. God, she's not interrupting me again. So then we have these. Or another Shameless Media, The Psychic with slipcover. Or is it 5 Notes in Black? I think it's called, or something like that. It's a black note. I can't remember what it's called, but now. No, it doesn't say. Set here a note in Nero. Fuck, I don't know. 7 Black Notes. I knew it was there somewhere. Then we have The Initiation, and Arrow release, a new Arrow for my collection. Hard Boiled, in preparation for Hard Boiled 2, which I can't remember if it was Arrow 88, one of them was releasing it, because they can't get the rights to Hard Boiled, so I'm happy to have this one like this. For this, the Italian edition. Watched it, love the gun scenes in this, just crazy. Then we have Lady Reporter, which has recently come out from Eureka, or The Blonde Fury, or as it was on VHS, was Above the Law 2. Great film. I'm sort of looking at doing a new segment on my channel called High Kicks and Action Flicks, looking at my favourite action and martial arts stars and talking about the films, and Silver Rock was always one of my favourite female martial artists. She was just brilliant, and I follow her on Facebook. I've actually messaged her a few times. She's actually responded, which I was very surprised by. She just seems to be an amazing, sort of great martial artist and a wonderful human being. Yeah, and I've messaged her. I've not obviously messaged her. It's just obviously via the actual sort of post she puts on, and she's responded. And she did one of her on her YouTube channel. She was one who responded to my question about righting wrongs or Above the Law 1. She actually mentioned my channel's name, which was really cool. And I thought it was just phenomenally great. But yeah, I want more of her films to come out because I want her to appear in my segment. Unfortunately, she won't appear as an interview, although that would be really awesome. I'd love that, but not going to happen. Anyway, so Then we have film I watched tonight, Wanted, Dead or Alive, with Rutger Hauer. I remember this film back in the day. Brilliant film, great sort of action scenes, very 80s cheese. I think it's 80s. 1986, yeah, so it's very 80s cheese. I remember watching it on VHS, my mum and dad. I love this film. Although the ending with the grenade in the mouth, I thought for some reason in my head was on date as in daylight, but I remember it's something else. It's weird how you remember these things sometimes. Then we have High Spirits. This is the Italian edition. Hotel Le Tefasmos, maybe French, I don't know. Doesn't say. Plays in English, absolutely fine. Great fun, good comedy. Starring Daryl Hannah, Peter O'Toole, Liam Neeson. Played great parts in it. I love that film, really good fun. Definitely worth a try. This film I really enjoyed was The Man with the Iron Heart. This is the true story of how the architect of the Holocaust was assassinated. And it is really a very, very well done film. It's not big budget, but it's very well done. And the man he plays, he was a right evil bastard. When there's a scene with them all at the table and they're talking about exterminating millions and millions of people like it was nothing. And literally, the calmness, the way he spoke, it was almost like a board meeting about mass murder, and it was just literally just sitting for these people were fucked up. Yeah, but it's definitely worth a watch. I really enjoyed it. Definitely give it a go. It's not like the biggest blockbuster ever. It's released by Lionsgate, but it is actually really, really good. And I really recommend this film. Definitely give it a try. Then we have another Shameless Media, which is The Sect. Yet to watch this one, that looks interesting. Then we have 4 Flies on Grey Velvet. I saw the trailer for it. It looks bizarre as hell, including a reversible sleeve. But yeah, I love it. Yeah. I see Dario Argento's Lost Masterpiece. I look forward to watching that. Then we have Conan the Destroyer. It's got for £4. I need to get Barbarian, Red Sonja, and I'll have a look at the remake at some point, but I'm no rush. Then we have The New York Ripper, which looks quite violent and gory. The sickest movie ever made. Then we have a bit of a competition going on there. Then we have The Bloody Judge, or as it was also known, Night of the Blood Beast. It looks interesting. Looks very Hammer horror. I'm not sure, maybe it was Hammer horror, but I don't think it was. I don't know. Severin are involved in this because there's Severin symbol down there. So they're obviously involved in it. And then we have Cannibal for Rocks, which looks Umberto Lenzi, Cannibal Rocks, which looks as gory as hell and violent as fuck. And obviously it was banned, so be interesting to see that. Then today's arrival is The Untold Story, which is really gory. I mean, you get that. You get reversible cover, which I always reverse. If there's a slip cover, I always reverse it. But I usually like the original artwork. So like that. Yeah, to that. And then you get reversible art, new art, and old poster. And you get obviously the disc, and then you get a very cool booklet. This arrived 2 days ago or 3 days ago, something like that. But it really chuffed with that. So yeah, it's one to watch, The Untold Story. I think it's he's butchering people to make food or something like that. it looks really gory and really fun. Then we have my two 4Ks. So we have Lost Boys on 4K. So this is an upgrade. So you get obviously Lost Boys and Lost Boys 4K and Lost Boys Blu-ray. I gave my copy to a friend at work who had it on DVD because CX would give me £50 for it. But to get to, I have to go drive into town to park, which cost me £1.50 for an hour. So what's the point? But yeah, I've heard really good things about the transfer, so I look forward to finding out that soon. Then we have a phenomenal film for me, John Wick Chapter 4. Love this film. The action scenes were just phenomenal. Great. And I won't say how it ended, but when it ended, I was like, well, I'm not making any more films then. But then they announced doing a 5th film. So who knows? Will it be a prequel or will they... Because for me, I suppose what happened is maybe what happened at the end, their make-out was faked to avoid something else happening. Maybe, I don't know, but we'll see. But I'm hoping they'll do it with him in it. If they do it as a prequel. Oh, she's back. Hello, nearly done. Honestly. And the last title is Arrow Video. This is the VHS rental sort of style. I love this, the way they've done it. We'll pull that out. Like that. I'm hoping. Oh, I've just realised it was the wrong way around. That is so cool. I love that. Put it like that. Oh, they literally smashed it out of the park with this. I mean, nice sturdy box. And then you get a lovely Arrow Video magazine with that on the back. And it's done. You're reading it so as well. Emperor articles about each film, some behind the scenes pictures, and very cool, very cool. Then then you get each one's got like art cards as well. So you get Arena, you get Robot Jocks again with art cards. And the looks of it, I think you get a poster of each film as well. For the looks of it, Robot Jocks. I may be wrong, but it's looking like you get a poster of each title. Dolls. It's so cool. You get art cards and a poster, possibly a double-sided poster. A double-sided poster with each film. That is so cool. Dungeon Master, again, double-sided poster, art card, and a little Arrow business card for sales and rentals, almost like a video store. And then Cellar Dweller, again, art cards and a double-sided poster. You get absolutely shed loads with this edition, absolutely shed loads. It's probably for me one of my favourite sets they've ever released. So I know you've got the top there what it is. That looks so neat. I'm praying they do another one of this, because this set is one of the best sets I've seen in a very long time. It's really sturdy, really good. So Arrow, please release this again as another set with some more classics. Dolls was released by someone else, but obviously Robot Jocks, Arena, you couldn't really see those anywhere else. Dungeon Master I've seen elsewhere, but tatty editions. Cellar Dweller was available on a double set, I think it was. But yeah, Robot Jocks and Arena, I've not seen anywhere else, so really chuffed with this. I'm hoping they do more. Anyway guys, that's it from me. I have to walk Rosie now before she does something. It's been a long video. Thanks for bearing with me. I will see you soon for the next update, and then I will start by shelf in a couple of months' time. Anyways, see you later. Take care. Speak soon. Keep watching movies. Bye bye.